How much are your dreams worth? The No Way Out Podcast, episode 33. How much are your dreams worth? The No Way Out Podcast, episode 33. Powered by 29 Skyy Entertainment. Shout out to my brother, Psychotron. Always holding it down from New Orleans to LA. How much are your dreams worth? When you are sleeping and your brain waves are moving, the theta, T-H-E-T-A, brainwave allows you to dream. So when you have these thoughts in your mind while you are asleep, but in your mind, you're inside of this universe that only you can see. It's a beautiful thing, a dream. When you wake up, now you have this new profound psychological gear kicked in. Because you see something that only you can see. You feel something that only you can feel. You have a new vision about how you want to go about life. And you pursue it. You see, dreams are a powerful thing. It's the one thing that no one can steal from you unless you let them. It's the one thing that is unique to you because everybody's brain is born, thinks differently. It's amazing. We all have the same ingredients, but the formula is different with the end product. That's crazy to me. Everybody has a brain, same components, but the way our brain is used is based on us and based on our natural gifts. When people have a dream, their life starts to have purpose because they're thinking about the life they want, the things they want to go after, what they really desire. So when they go after these things, that's the hunt, that's the pursuit, that's enjoyment. But a part of that dream comes a heavy responsibility that you cannot weigh when you initially had that dream in your sleep. It's called the cold world of reality. Every action has a reaction. Every reaction has a consequence, whether it's in your favor or not. You see, dreams allow people to be almost a supreme being. It makes them search for answers when they feel like there are no answers. It makes them create bridges when they're on a road. It makes them think the sky's the limit when everyone around them feels like they've hit the ceiling or hit the wall. Dreams allow people to fuel other people. There is one guy right now, one woman right now around you at your job, at your religious gathering, in your family, somebody on TV, somebody famous, or somebody right there in the cell beside you that inspires you. You see, their dream and how they carry themselves, that's fuel, because dreams are fuel. When Ray Kroc started McDonald's at 55, when he finally got it off the ground, a lot of people who did believe in him before had stopped, but he never stopped dreaming that I want to sell hamburgers fast and quick. And no bank wanted to believe in him. But even after 3 bankruptcies, going on his 3rd marriage, 3rd divorce, he believed in himself. And he created the greatest company of all time. McDonald's has created more millionaires than any other American-made business. Facts. It's made more African-American franchise owners than any other company. Generational wealth. Legacy. But how much is that dream worth to you when there's no money? And you got to keep going. You got to keep building. You got to keep figuring out. You got to keep finding new ways to make sure the business stays on top. The hardest part about the dream is to build a foundation strong enough where you can stand on it. I always tell people this. You've never had a dream until you had a nightmare. People say, man, why you say that? I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. You've never had a dream until you've had a nightmare. Because nightmares form from you having a dream, because pursuing the dream is where all the pitfalls come, all the landmines, all the bear traps, because you can't plan for everything. You can't plan for the scammers. You cannot plan for the people that's going to quit on you. You can't plan for the people that's going to tell you to stop. You cannot plan for all the things that seem to be going wrong when you're trying to do everything right. And for entrepreneurs, you're walking every day. You walk the road of uncertainty. You know, people go to a job because they love the consistency. They love the fact I get a job, I get a paycheck, I get a 401k until that company says, hey, we're closing our doors. Then they feel like an entrepreneur until they go hop on another train of employment. But see, as an entrepreneur, you have to walk the path of uncertainty on the bridge of consistency. That's literally oxymoron. But it's not, because you have to create the road to your destiny. A dream only matters to you when it's at risk of dying. I'm going to say it again. A dream is only valuable to you when it is at risk of dying. I was talking to Psychotron. I said, listen, man, I got an idea about a podcast called No Way Out. This podcast, man, is going to be big, bro. I said, I got this idea. I got this dream, man. We need to have a voice for people that are incarcerated, or people on parole, or people on probation. They need to hear these words, because even when they get out, they need to be inspired, because it's just as tough. And when they're in, they need to have the motivation to get out and know that they can fly. At first, Psychotron was like, he saw it and then he didn't see it, not because he didn't believe in it. He just needed to make sure somebody around him believed in it just as much as he did. So that's a bridge we had to cross. But the great thing about Psychotron, the founder and CEO of 29 Skyy Entertainment, he was born with the gift of instinct just like me. So he knew what it could become. He just had to be sure that I was going to be locked in and dedicated to it. We are 33 episodes in. Facts, making a difference. And our ultimate goal is to get this podcast available on JPay so everybody can download these episodes, and GTL. And we will. That's going to happen. Period. Because our dream now is living. It's got texture. And just so everybody knows, the No Way Out podcast is on the top 200 on Apple Podcasts in the health and fitness section. So if you have an iPhone, download the Apple Podcast app, the little purple app. Click on top shows, select category health and fitness, and you will see the No Way Out podcast logo, the orange logo. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Psychotron. But he believed. He invests the money because the product we're creating, people are going to hear this product forever and be inspired by it forever. Because the dream is to educate people and to inspire people so they know they are never alone and they have power beyond the wall. They have power beyond the bars. But that's our dream. I created that platform because I know what kind of pain and what kind of genius Psychotron is. But I get on these airwaves every week. I drop content every single month. So therefore, everything is moving within the culture of the No Way Out podcast, because I know people around the world are hearing this podcast and believing in it. I tell people about it all the time. But your dream is only valuable when it's at risk. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a true dream chaser, I want you to understand you are not chasing the dream. You're really chasing the process. Because the process is what's going to make or break you. The process is going to let you know what you're made of. The process is going to let you know, do you really want to be a father or a mother of this dream? Because the dream is your child. Until it can grow up and take care of itself and is moving. Ray Kroc been dead, the founder of McDonald's, he's been dead for over 30 years. Over 25 years. But his family, his kids, everybody related to the Kroc family gets a check for life. Because his was his dream. But he had the ingenuity and the tenacity to stick with it, even when people say it's never going to happen. You're 55 years old. What are you doing? His dream never meant less to him one day. Wherever you are in life, I want you to understand that your dream should never lose value if you believe. That's why how you treat it dictates your happiness. If you really believe in something, you're going to invest. You're going to have a mental investment that is more than your money. There's not enough money Psychotron could pay to create something that sounds like this. It's called divine intervention and divine justice. This is sacred. That's part of the game. Because I'm giving from my soul and he giving from his soul. So when your dreams are being invested from your soul, guess what happens? You're going to make sure you got the right resources around you. You're going to make sure you got the right people around you. You're going to be patient. You're going to be forthright. You're going to invest the money. You're going to work the second job. You're going to want to keep that alive because you know if you stop, what will happen? If Ray Kroc never happens, Burger King never happens. Wendy's never happened. If Colonel Sanders stops, there is no Popeyes. If Henry Ford doesn't make the Ford T, there wouldn't be a Chevrolet. There's only two companies in the history of the automotive business that have never filed for bankruptcy in the car industry. Guess what those two companies are? Ford and Tesla. Everybody else has filed bankruptcy. Facts. That's a beautiful thing. Elon Musk said himself, the founder and CEO of Tesla. He said that's why he admired Ford, because they figure it out. They figure it out. That's what they do. They understand that. Because the dream never meant less to them one single day. The dream get complicated. The dream may get depressing sometimes. The dream will be weighty. It may be more than what you can bear some days. You might have to take a mental reset. You may have to step back. You may even think about doing something else on the side and keeping that going. You may have a lot of thoughts because you love it. See, a person who really wants something to come true, they'll do whatever it takes to keep it alive. That's why small business owners will go out there and not pay themselves and pay the staff. They could easily just, I got employees, I can't let them go. They depend on me. Who's depending on your dream? Who will depend on it in the future? When you're building the dream in the beginning, that's when those psychological pieces must be put in place. Not later on. Then. You don't get successful and say, let me work out, let me eat right, let me train right. One thing I love about Shannon Sharp, shout out to the Club Shay Shay podcast. He always trained like somebody was going to lose his job. That's why he had so much success. That's why he's a 3-time Super Bowl champion. That's why he has all of these records. That's why people respect him. That's why he still is in great shape. That's why he has successful podcasts. That's why he's doing all these amazing things. He just interviewed the vice president who could potentially be the president, Kamala Harris. He interviewed her because his dream never became less than what it meant to him one day. Because he knew he could do it. People, doesn't matter where you're located at. whether you're in the Ivory Towers in Beverly Hills or you're incarcerated right now, your dreams matter. They're worth something. They're worth something very valuable, because guess what happens when you don't guess what happens when you don't bring your dream into manifestation? Somebody else will. We just bought a domain name called visualmotivation.ai. I said I wanted to create a website where people can go to it every day and just be visually motivated. They go to pick the category. I want to be motivated about, family life. I want to be motivated about, living my dream. I want to be motivated about business. I want to be motivated about life. They could just find different videos that motivate them and they just watch it. All day. Just watch it. Video after video after video after video after video, just watching it. Because I know motivation never gets old. It never runs out of time. People still listen to the I Have a Dream speech. People still listen to Malcolm X speech. People still listen to Gandhi. People still listen to people's speeches and their motivation from 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago. People still listen to Abraham Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt. People still people still listen to all these people. Years later, Sun Tzu, The Art of War, all their speeches. You know why? Because words never die when they matter. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. Words never die when they matter. You have one life. Based on what you believe, some people think they have two lives, but based on what I know, you have one life in the flesh. How you move, how you treat people, how you dedicate yourself to what you believe in is all a part of it. When you are not here anymore in the physical form, will other people carry your dream? And say, I want to take this further. I want to help this keep going. That's what you got to think about when you're in the building stages. Because right now, you are building that up. Just because your dream has not come true today doesn't mean it won't come true in 5 years. You see, time is on your side when you're not wasting it. I'm going to say it again. Time is on your side when you are not wasting time. Your dream you can become lit at 50, 55 and become a multimillionaire and live to you 95, 100 years old and impact the world forever because you never took a day off. Nightmares are always going to be there. So you don't have to wait on that. Your dream, you can't take a day off, because when you take a day off, guess what happened? A nightmare come. Unforeseen circumstances happen. Things collapse around you. If your dream truly is priceless to you, I want you to ask yourself one question. Does my dream feel like it's priceless to me? Your dreams have feelings. Your dreams have emotions. Your dreams belong to you. What if somebody comes and takes your dream? Like taking your woman or taking your significant, taking your woman or taking your man from you. Or getting the job you wanted because you didn't work hard enough. Or getting in the position that you wanted to be in, but you never put in the grind to get there. Stop playing with time. Because guess what? Time never plays with you, because time goes forward and not backwards. How much are your dreams worth? They should be priceless. To most people, they're not. Make sure that you are following the course of the process with a priceless mentality. Because you don't get do-overs in life when you get to certain points in life. How much are your dreams worth? The No Way Out Podcast, episode 33. The GOAT, Marathon Life. Let's get it.